Hello and welcome to another video of Altering a Book. In case you're new here, my name is Agnes de Bezenac and I'm from France. I'm an artist and creative, and I'm having so much fun with this little mini series of altering a ringed notebook. I'm going to walk you through how I create 3 different types of pages. So the first page that we're going to create together will be a half-filled page. The next one will be a totally blank page. And the third one will be a totally full page or full spread. So if you'd like to come and join me, then you can get your art supplies, you can get whatever book you have on hand or that you'd like to alter, and let's get started. I have my little tray of white stuff, white papers. I have my tray of darker papers, so blacks and browns and old papers. And I have a tray of stickers. So these are all types of stickers and from different things that I've collected. And I've limited myself to using those 3 trays. This is my little challenge to myself, otherwise I get a bit overwhelmed with everything that I could use or all my art supplies that I would like to use. So starting with our half-filled page, what I usually like to start with is covering what I don't want to keep. So I do want to keep this whole beautiful little frame. And then I found a page that was big enough to cover the whole thing. Since it's A4, I needed an A4 size paper. Then I kind of measured, okay, it's up to here. I'm just going to start with that and see where the rest of the page takes me. For this one, I'm just doing one thing at a time. I think that helps to simplify the process for me. As I'm getting older, I'm not so good at multitasking all these ideas in one go. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be content with doing one thing at a time. And then I got inspired by this page of stickers. So I think I'm going to go with that for this page and also this page. I like kind of similar colors, similar style, similar theme for the spread. So this makes me think about my home, my little quiet times, my quiet moments, relaxing moments, enjoying a cup of tea. And then, of course, besides just stickers and covering up the text or what I don't want, I try to incorporate little bits of pieces of crafty things. So I love this brown because it takes the browns from my stickers. And sometimes I'll rip them out. Maybe this one I'm going to cut it out just for some variety. Let's see if I could make a nice title. And maybe I'll bring another little box of the brown down here. I have another brown here. Maybe this time I'll do a little rip. I decide if I want to go all crooked or all straight. I prefer doing one or the other. I think I like that look. So each time my layout is a little bit different, but I do like to kind of incorporate the same type of things, the same style on each page. So you might see similar layouts as this. All right, so I do get started with gluing quite quickly, so I don't change my mind. I need to take some decisions here. Otherwise, I tend to overthink it and try to perfect it. It's never going to be perfect for me, but I figured, well, good is better than not done, and started is better than not finished. So give yourself that little starting point. And we start with nothing. We start as a beginner, so don't feel you have to be perfect at crafting. And we can all find little bits of pieces of scrap papers in our house, whether it's half of a shopping list, an old paper from a grandparent or a neighbor. Maybe it's half a colorful paper from our kids' art project. All right, so we have that. Now is the fun part. I love adding the stickers, the little decors. So I try to think about what brings me joy, what brings me meaning at this point in my life, this time. It's definitely enjoying a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. It reminds me to just savor the moment, enjoy the here and now. I do like this little green, but maybe I'll continue with the coziness. So I'll go with the drinks and all by going all out. So I don't really know what this page is going to be yet, but I kind of get inspired to journal about some of the things on the page. So I'm putting some goodies and treats. All right, I'll show you my little process for doodling a few little objects and things. So I have my white gel pens and just a black simple ink pen. And we'll see where it goes. I do like to give my paper a little box. That way it shows, it kind of stands out a little bit more. And if it's not straight, then I continue to make it crooked. As I messed up here, I'm going to continue the messed up look. So it looks intentional. For the brown, I'm going to try out white. So I start by just making some lines or some frames on my papers. That's my starting point. I can't really go wrong with that. And then often I get inspired for other doodles, and sometimes not, so I'll just embrace what comes. So then I kind of think about the theme of the page. What could I doodle on? Or what would be pretty? I think I'm going to add a little branch, a little leaf thing. It's another thing that you can't really go wrong with. These little leaf decors. Put one in each corner. And I'll bring one here too. I'll add little extra leaves around. Kind of gives the nature look. All right, so that's very simple, but I think I'll keep it that way. I want as much space as possible for journaling and writing, so now we're ready to move on to our totally blank page.